Well, as you know, a lot of the energy of the movement has been going into the power plant rule, which now is announced, but there needs to be more work done both to get comments in. This is a proposed rule. We want to see it strengthened in the final rule that comes out next year. And groups are also starting to work at the state level around state implementation of those power plant standards, because that's where the rubber really meets the road in that sector. So there's a lot of energy on that campaign. There's also work being done on things like HFCs, phase out of HFCs, control of methane emissions from oil and gas. There's a number of other initiatives which aren't quite as big in terms of carbon or greenhouse gas reductions, but are important, that people are focusing on. And now we're starting to turn our attention to what does the U.S. put forward next March for a post-2020 offer. Of course, we can't really make the assumption that Congress is going to be back in the game with a carbon tax or a carbon cap like Waxman-Markey. That's probably unrealistic to think that the U.S. could be credible on that next year if they made that claim. So that means that we need to see how much can the administration do, how far can they go with existing authority, what can we get out of the states, local government action, and still put forward a pretty ambitious number next year for the U.S. There's a lot of work going on now, starting to reach out to the business community, organized labor, national security community, and others about the importance of the Paris Agreement and the importance of a strong U.S. offer to get the Paris Agreement. So a lot of things are gearing up over the next several months. We know the administration is doing internal modeling. UCS, WRI, other groups are doing our own modeling to see what we can come up with in terms of how far we can push the envelope. So I think this is really going to ramp up over the summer months. You'll see more starting to happen on this.